Hello everyone, I am Mohamed E. Bangra from FarmHub GM. We are here in Tujereng with our lead trainer Lamin A. Sonko, preparing for our agricultural training program happening Saturday 8 November 2025. This one-day event is going to be packed with real learning experience and hands-on agricultural insights.
Mr. Talib Kora, medium kang Janko Ntelon Talib Kora, president of FarmHub Farmers Cooperative, and then representing Dreamland Farms also in Kemuje. I am here as the president of FarmHub Cooperative. That we are here today in Tujereng to see the women's garden. We are here to pay a visit to the Tujereng women's garden in Tujereng. And then as you can see, we are going round to see the garden because we intend having a training session here in the month of November 8th. And then we are here for a site visit also to some of the women's gardens. So as we can interact and then see each other as first hand before the training. So as we can be well prepared and then see the
Morning, welcome to Tujereng Women's Garden. Tujereng Women's Garden, I will start with giving the brief history of Tujereng Women's Garden and how the initiative of this garden came about. We know Tujereng is a coastal community, and this is a community that many people want to stay. Everybody want to be in the seafront or sea view as they normally call it. So it gets to a time that all the community land was sold. Women were losing their gardens. Women were losing their rice fields, their swamps, their furrows, anywhere they can do their economic activities, they are losing it all because no one is taking care of the other thing. We know that according to our land tenure system, women did not actually inherit land. So there is this woman or this lady in the community called Mba Ajasandancham. She worked to the alcalo. By then, Basidi was the alcalo of the community. She explained this as a problem, that women are the people that are normally doing gardening, having their own rice field, doing everything possible to make sure that there is something on the table at the compound. But at the end of the day now, people are selling all the land. They are taking everything from the women. What is the fate of the women maybe in the next 10, 15 years when we don't have an agricultural land? So when Mba Ajasandancham said this to the alcalo gave it a thought and think it is very important. So the alcalo told Mba Ajasandancham that you have to go and come back. I will show you a place that the community women are going to own as their own garden. So when these women go back to the alcalo hold her hand and bring her to the corner of the garden there and told her that from this corner, look at the other side and look at the other side. If you can get people to clear, the distance that they clear will forever be a place for whole women in Tujereng. So that means that is how Tujereng Women Garden come. So when alcalo told that to Mba Ajasandan, as he was determined, she didn't even wait. She raised money, her own personal money, and pay people to just do the clearing. Just clear as much as you can. So after the clearing, the land was here. So when they cleared and they have the land, the first people that give them subvention to do their activities in the garden here is CCF. That is why many people know this garden as CCF garden, because by then when people are coming, where are you going? I'm going to the CCF garden, because CCF give them this first subvention to do their activities. But the name of this garden is Tujereng Cairo Garden. But if we say Cairo Garden, many people may not know, because everybody, even the indigenous natives of this community, know the garden as Tujereng CCF Garden. So that is how the CCF name come about. So according to history, it was even bigger than this, because with time other compounds are coming, the garden gets suppressed. But as we are speaking like right now, the measurement of this garden from that corner to this corner is 215 meters, and from that corner to that corner is 175 meters. So it's 215 meters by 175 meters square. During the dry season and normally in the rainy season, the whole area is cultivated with crops. Anytime you come here, you don't see anything like grasses like you are seeing today. And they have registered 103 vegetable gardeners in this community that you don't have to pay anything. You just buy a cola nut, give to the committee, and they will allocate a space for you to have a space in this garden here. But with time, they also make some subscriptions, and I know all the gardeners are now at least paying something to make sure that there are development in the garden. So for the past few years, this garden has been cultivated both in the rainy season and in the drying season. The rainy season, they cultivate more of potatoes, rice, cassava, and all those crops that you know that they are good in the rainy season. And in the dry season, it's perfectly vegetables. But since the new government construct the road that connects Tujereng and Kunkujam Mariama, the road was constructed without any proper feasibility studies, without any drainage system. So when it rains, the water that need to cross to the other side of the community to go to the seaside now will hit the road and it will come back. So this garden was flooding. We look for help, but no help come. What we do as youths of the community is that's why this road is not good. We use our pickaxes and spades to cut the road so that the water can leave the garden and go to the other side. So that's how some water go. We don't even have a pumping machine from the government or anyone. That happened in 2022. Then 2023 again, they do the same thing and it flooded again. They lose everything from nothing to nothing. 2023, it goes like that. So this year, when we come with this demo site plan, we advise them to continue working. But it happens in 2022, flooding, they don't go home with anything. 2023 and 2024, so it's very risky for them to do anything in 2025 in the raining season. That's why many of them decide to stay home. Only 9 gardeners out of 103 give the chance this year to make sure they cultivate. That's why everywhere around you is bushes. So all this garden is demarcated. So as the rainy season is going and the dry season is coming, you will constantly see them coming one by one to clear their portions and work. So this demo site here is sponsored by Mbolo Association. It's an NGO 138 registered in the Gambia here. So we have a plan because looking at the Gambia and looking at agriculture that our women, our mothers and grandmothers are doing is so sad. The time that they spend in the garden, they don't consider that. The money that they spend on seedlings and just seeds, sometimes even jabo, onion, the packet is now $2,500 without considering other ones. So the amount of money they spend to get seeds and seedlings is too much. They spend the whole day in the garden. So if they are working for someone, if they are going to pay themselves for all that service, that is a lot of money. But at the end of the day, they will invest all that here, and when they harvest, everything perishes. Because for onion, the type of chemical fertilizers they are using, if the onion get over matured in the soil, it even start getting rotten before you uproot it. When you uproot it, you don't have storage facility, it start to get rotten. Within 1 month, 2 months, all your onion is gone. So that onion that you even spend high amount to get the seedlings or the seeds, the same onion you spend more than 3 months watering, the same onion that you spend time to harvest, you even sell it at a given price because you don't want it to perish. This is not business for them. So it's like they are caged in a poverty trap. That's why we come with the permaculture design, this system, to show them that they need to go organic, 100% organic, in order for them to have exactly what they want. So we brought this project here just a few months ago. The project is like 4 to 5 months old. So we show them how to make their own compost so that they can avoid. Because the reason why the onions are getting spoiled early is because of the fertilizers, and not just onion, but all the crops that they are growing. We look at the onions and other crops that are coming from other countries, they are kept in stores, narrow stores for months, 2 or 3. And then everything happened to them. What is the magic? Is the type of fertilizers they are using. Because if it is organic, it will be there. But if it is these chemicals, it is going to make it a hybrid, fast to grow and fast to spoil. So we train them on how to make their own compost, how to raise their own beds. It's even funny when we come with this project, that's why we struggle to get here. When we come with this project to put a demo site in their garden and train them, it was difficult for them to identify a place for us in this garden. Because what they are saying is, the garden is all demarcated, everybody have your position. Whose position are they going to take and give it to us as a project to train them? That was a problem. So this place was abandoned because there was a tree here which died. They think nothing will work, no one is working here. At the other side there is a tree. If you look at the bed, it's like in a step form because the land is not even flat. So this was an abandoned area that nobody is even working. So they tell us that if you think your concept will work, let us take you to the other side because that is the only place that we can give you. You cannot take any space that we want to give you, we are going to take it from someone. And when we start doing that, it will be fine. Women is difficult to handle. They give us this place, the most barren place in the garden. But after doing some technical work and what we need to do, within 6 months, they have something here that none of them can testify that they ever have it in the big space that they have. Because from the 3 beds, we score 4,500 in just 2 months. We produce irregular and pop choy. And those ones are not just like the ones that they have in their market. That one, mostly restaurants go in for it and hotels. So this is the demo site as a school for them. We have 12 beds. From here to here is 6 and the other side is also 6. So we train them on how to mix crops and how crops can even give nutrients to each other. Like for example, we encourage, this one is rice, that's why we put 1. But all the beds that we have three crops in each of the beds, depending on how they can support each other. Like the three sisters, the corn, the beans, and the pumpkin. When you grow the corn will go. But corn is a heavy feeder and they always need nitrogen. When you plant bean aside corn, then beans are nitrogen given. They will give nitrogen to the corn. Then the corn will fastly mature. At the end of the day, produce the food that you want. But the beans also need support to climb on something, at least to have more branches to give more fruits. Then that corn stand will now serve as a stand they can climb on. Then we have the pumpkin that will cover the ground because it's exposed. That is where you are going to see more weeds. But if the pumpkin cover it, it serves as a mulching facility and also provides something for you to also eat. So these are the technologies and the techniques that we start teaching the women of Tujereng Garden, and now they are impressed. They don't even want this to be here. They are pleading with our project to have it in front there so that everybody can see the good work that we are doing. But we already invest here and it's not going to be easy to move. Even like right now when we go, the woman sitting there, ask them where did they want this demo site to be. They will even show you the place. Like right now, they already cleared the place. They said use this one as your demo site. But this is a project, a lot is done here. The beds, manuals and everything is added. So if we are going to start fresh, we will need to do a lot of work there because the beginning is everything. So we are also thinking maybe next time if you come, you may not find us here. We are thinking whether it is possible to do like they said, we go in front. Because now at first they said they don't have space. But now they have a space that is ready for us to do our demo site. That is by the gate. So that it can be a sample for anyone coming into the garden. So as you go around, those that are currently coming, instead of the normal traditional ways of making their bed, now they are all implementing this style. And the method of applying manure is also changing. Looking at the other woman there, that compost heap by her garden is hers. We saw them how to make their own compost, and now they are doing it on their own. So this is also going to reduce. And I know the more, like they have a lot of grasses. Most of them are old, they may not have the manpower to use cutlasses to clear the grass. I know they will use chemicals to spray them. But after using chemicals, we are going to make sure that we utilize the land with some of the nutrients that are organic to make sure that the land regains its fertility. So as this year we don't experience any flooding, possibly next year in the rainy season, most of them will be convinced to actually come back and do the work. So that is the brief history of Tujereng Women's Garden and that of the demo site that we are working. So if you have any questions, they are invited.
Good morning, everyone. By the way, I'm Mustafa Kamara, commonly known as AgriFarm. I'm a member of. Our motive is not just only about sharing technique and sharing ideas and supporting farmers, but we are also here to encourage and motivate, especially students, because I've had many complaints. Students messaging me telling me that okay, people are telling me I should not do farming. I should not do farming. I should go in for like commerce, art, and other subjects, which they find it more rewarding than agriculture because more farmer has nothing to show, has nothing to prove because they've been farming for a decade. Over the years, nothing has changed. But here today, I am here standing before you to tell you that you can make a change. And it has to start with either you or me. And that's why FarmHub steps in. Because we are here not just to implement, not just to share technique, like we come and go. No, we are here forever. And forever we shall be.
Good morning to you all. I'm Adamandao from FarmHub GM. I am from Lamen, so I am venturing into agriculture from since I was in the senior secondary school.
Assalamu alaikum. Mbal konton na alto na konton la. Waming Allah nan na yin Tujereng jang adiyata nye bagi. Ni aja adiyata nye. Ndol fana be yin gadi no kono be do ko la jang. Andu basula ndi marol le. Oto nin to nga moje men nara fintin kan nang komi nara kana kade maro sambang kan nang. O kadiya nye bagal. Kantun to meta yin gadi no kono janne de. Jam meta do ko la jam bagal. Kabri safo kolon be julu sabola. Oto mo jang hani ni waya fa jang kembu yiro lebe jang. San sama bela. Biru wata mo be yin gadi no kono fobi. Alhamdulillah na rabo holo soto jang. Wona ram febo ma pompo soto nka bondiro ke wala la sai. bari ni nara luntan je men nara funtin kan nan ko inara kana nyinin kale pour isim ma ko no nyame o mun to le kontaan ku balati andun to le bili nyim bali ngonata a funtita nan nganyim bali ngani sain tema ayen na fale kantu nyim bali ngoni yake ni yada da kuke aka wati jamalata isa fifen do keje ni ya bondi ye do keje ya bondi ye do keje barata je foni yada da ya tembeni ni da men tinyara kamunte ba men tanan silal ye continuer do ko la fodan ketanye kontaan ku bati wala na do ko ni meta ka nyaawo nya isinaje isa bunda soto je men sikeno e faydati ndol fanan sila alhamdulillah ani nyin jambando men nata ten nyin kumondi jambando afanan ketanye nafa ku balati kandu wotumo na fengol ka sasa menge nyin kumondi jambando ni ngake je ala ten duba silan na fengol pour ye sasa atalata bakel koto mbal ten dula mbal je la nana jang alhamdulillah diata nya baki ñine mun na president oti na keba do be suwo kono aman nana na mo mira fana be suwo kono fana man nana ñim mo sabo le be ñaatol tata sango dulal so yentel tra jambi alhamdulillah mbal tem dula mbal je al nana ja diata nya baki mba fala le ko al bismillah ala baraka.
Welcome to the Binta Sambul Women's Garden in Tujereng, the Gambia. A little bit of history about this garden. It was donated to the women of Tujereng by Bakeba Lamine Jatta, who is a Tujereng businessman, entrepreneur, and contractor. He donated 200 by 300 meters of land for women to use for the betterment of their families and the Tujereng community. Recently, I was blessed, Allah has blessed me to be appointed by Lamine to serve as the project manager. My name is Haja Jenaba Gregory Fall. I'm a Gambian resident born in the United States, and I am a gardener, an herbalist, a nutritional coach, and recently appointed as a member of the Traditional Healer Society of the Gambia, Trahas. My role and my goal is to help this garden be all that it can be. It has much, much promise, and I'm welcoming the FarmHub community today to help us meet that goal and that vision. Welcome, FarmHub. We truly appreciate you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Buba Sambu. This is Binta Sambu Women's Garden. Another program garden jibe kamma ko nyanta garden sambala nyamu. So bonam bi jangata wala furka kanu de mayo. Kabona musola garden ro wolon CCFT. Botana woldo ten. So inata sign pele inata na jang wolon na garden bata jang wolon Binta Sambu Women's Garden. Ka wolon Binta Sambu Women's Garden. So jang musola bi jang mi yalan ko ka garden wala ke jang. About Mosul 37 wala bijang na ka garden ko jang. Nya sign ten fenko be siari atoni nyamo be siari ko sama kono ni ka bata je ni jo kalo garden ko wala tinda sama kono ko garden ko garden ko. Right now they started kadani clear. Was start kana kadani clear so that for garden ni is astano nyama. This is the first time when you fana kana garden ko kana ni garden. Then to be content ko dan kenya content ko bale illa na kana yin garno ji because bendo mi alon ko aben don na fala bi aben don fana na fala sa so garno ni to alon among start for because of samalo ko la ni jio na ta na musul ka batale e la bambel ko be ka fa jio la wala tina man e la fon man clear but right now we are kuma sa ka dula ni clear so that it's a garden of commerce no nyama. I think yani ba for this month like ended mo jama be la dulani be clear la it's a garden because dol bi kuy for start la from already last start garden no nyama ya started the solo come already because jama ba wol kuy for clear already I started the solo come ni ngadu clear time we so kanaka yeah so the new content and be jaila ko kendo ni kama usini sama kama because woku we iba keka ta telfu sama ba ko bitu da so be kondon nambe be jaida ida do ko kendo e min ke tami be go is kananto kanja ibe do ko kanjiri nyaw na no come to us so that stamu nyami sama gajno sama oda madama is great content ba ko definitely content ba ko alama ale al fana do ala do ko kendo kan ala ni fana alama la pour yeko ni alama ale ya sama na ala tani na do akata nya kana alama